massive banking scandal that has sent shockwaves through Haryana. A 590 crore mismatch in government-linked accounts almost uncovered by accident. What began as a routine order to de-empanel two banks has snowballed into allegations of unauthorized transactions, suspended staff, and a forensic audit. At the heart of it is one of India's leading banks, IDFC First Bank. The Chief Minister of Haryana has claimed the money is back, but the opposition wants answers. The question is, was this an isolated case of fraud, or are there systemic failures even now in our banking system? Take a look at our other big story.
A multi-crore scam involving a private bank and government departments has rocked Haryana. The 590 crore rupee scam was unearthed quite by chance. On or around the 18th of February, the Haryana government issued a circular de-empaneling IDFC First Bank and AU Small Finance Bank. Departments were told to start transferring existing balances, but no explanation was given. When one Haryana government department requested to close its account at the Chandigarh branch of the IDFC First Bank, the staff noticed that the balance did not match. Several other Haryana government-linked accounts at the same branch showed similar pitfalls. Preliminary internal review pegged the total mismatch at around 590 crore rupees. Sources say certain branch employees allegedly carried out unauthorized transactions in collusion with government employees. Funds were allegedly siphoned to beneficiary accounts outside IDFC First Bank. After the disclosure on the 22nd of February, IDFC First Bank suspended 4 employees at the Chandigarh branch pending probe. It has appointed KPMG for an independent forensic audit. The scandal comes at a time the assembly is in session. Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini claims the government has recovered its money.
बैंक द्वारा 556 करोड़ रुपए जमा कराए गए थे, जिसमें लगभग 22 करोड़ रुपए ब्याज का भी हमने लिया, जो ब्याज था वो भी वापस आ गया, और उस पूरे पैसे की रिकवरी भी हमने मात्र 24 घंटे के अंदर कर ली है। ये हरियाणा प्रदेश के 2 करोड़ 80 लाख लोगों की मेहनत का पैसा, उनके वेलफेयर पे खर्च होगा, उसकी तरफ कोई गलत आंख से कैसे देख सकता है?
The opposition is demanding a CBI probe.
ये तो 24 घंटे में ले आएंगे, लेकिन ये क्यों हुआ, कब हुआ, जबकि एफडी का अखबार में था, उन्होंने पहले महीनों पहले सचेत कर दिया था सरकार को। और कौन जिम्मेवार है इसके? केवल बैंक के एम्प्लॉय हैं या और भी कोई मिले हुए कौन है, ताकि आगे ऐसी घटना ना कर सके। पूरी जांच आनी चाहिए। अरोड़ा साहब ने सीबीआई की जांच की मांग की।
The state government has ordered all its departments and PSUs to immediately transfer balances and close any accounts with IDFC First Bank.
The big question is that how this money was siphoned off, what was the modus operandi, who all were involved, and was any government official also involved in this siphoning off. From Chandigarh, with camera person Gunjit, this is Asim Basi, India Today.
Okay, let's raise some troubling big questions that emerge from that story. Is this a case of a routine bank fraud or a systemic failure? Are government employees involved, or is the bank primarily responsible? Why did the scam go unnoticed for so long? Joining me now is Bishwajit Bhattacharyya, former ASG and senior advocate at the Supreme Court. Rajnish Kumar is chairman of Mastercard India and former chairman of State Bank of India. Appreciate, Rajnish ji, you also joining us. I want to come to you first because you know the banking system. How do you assess the internal controls and the reconciliation process at a leading bank that allows unauthorized transactions worth rupees 590 crores to go undetected for so long? Do you believe the fault lies within the bank or the system in general? Sir, you're on mute. You're on mute, sir.
Thank you, Rajdeep, for inviting me. And first, I can very categorically say that it is not a systematic failure. It is a particular branch. And whatever I am saying, it is on whatever I have seen on the TV channels or whatever I have read in the newspaper. Based on that and based on my experience at the State Bank of India, the prima facie conclusion would be that such a kind of fraud of this magnitude cannot happen, where there is no collusion between the bank employees the concerned department of the government or some sort of a scamster, third party outsider. So we will know the truth only when we or the investigating agencies are able to pinpoint the money trail, where the money gone, who are the beneficiaries. But again, to coming to
No, but
your question,
how did the bank not notice it? No, sir.
no,
How did the bank not notice it for so long? Was it an audit lapse, collusion, or a
no,
blind
no,
spot?
no. Collusion between the employees and the concerned department employees, that is what investigating agencies would certify. Prima facie, it cannot, I have again repeating that it cannot happen without the people who know the system in and out. They know the system of the bank and they know the system of the government accounting. About your point about how it was not noticed by the bank. So one is that sometimes when transactions happen in customer's account, these type of frauds get detected when the reconciliation happens, customer reconciles their account. I have a doubt, again I can't say anything with authenticity, that the government department concerned, they were not reconciling their accounts if it has gone for long. If it is a matter of if it has happened in 10 days, 15 days, then it is a different matter. What seems to have happened, and it's not a very sophisticated fraud, Rajdeep. It's a very common type of fraud where most probably checks were forged or whatever authority was given to debit the account that was forged, and the bank employees concerned, which I presume who have been suspended, they, because for 590 crore, I would say that it is a negligence. If there was a one transaction, I would have said it could have been a negligence. So definitely a criminal intent is behind this, and they have ignored for signature or they have not matched it. And primarily, yeah,
So
primarily,
you're saying primarily, therefore, the buck stops with the bank employees. The question, of course,
no, I've not
arises,
said
as
that.
you said,
I've not
that
said that. I've not said that.
no,
I
but
have said
somewhere, sir, 590 crores can't disappear like that without someone being culpable. Now, either it's collusion or it is fraud conducted at the local level. Now,
yeah.
there is a government also. The Haryana government says they are the ones who gave the red flag, Bishwajit Bhattacharyya. Do you believe, as Rajnish Kumar ji is saying, that this is not a systemic failure? However, we've seen in the last few years several banks, particularly smaller banks, in some cases which are out of the public glare, where this tends to happen, and eventually when it blows up, people lose large amounts of money. Here, the government is claiming they are recovering the money, they are making sure they get the money back. But what does it show about the auditing systems at banks?
You see, this is a very serious issue, that there is a customer banker relationship between the government of Haryana and the various public undertakings of the government of Haryana and the banker. So, government's funds have been siphoned through their own bankers in such a massive scale, spread over a period of time. This is impossible until and unless there is a clear collusion between the customer, which is the government of Haryana and its various undertakings, and the bank. And this is a scheduled bank under the RBI Act 1934. So Reserve Bank of India is also responsible in a way that everything cannot be left to the internal auditors and statutory auditors. They have also failed, obviously, because there are multiple transactions, and this kind of thing
But how does the Reserve Bank monitor what is happening in an individual small bank?
No, this is the Reserve Bank is basically the regulator, whether small or big. Rajdeep, you will kindly consider, starting from Nirav Modi scam from the Bombay branch, Brady Road branch of Punjab National Bank, to one small bank of Baroda of Ashok Bihar, $1 billion disappeared. Now this 590 crores disappearing I think the accountability has to be fixed, and money trail can be ascertained within a matter of minutes. I mean, I have read in the press that some KPMG has been appointed and 5 to 6 weeks should be taken. Why? One day. And don't hand over the investigation at this stage to the police. They will delay and drag. Bring out the banking experts, bring the RBI inspectors, find out the money trail. You can find out, because from bank, such a massive sum of money,
Right.
you can make out from which friend. Easily, it's very easy.
Can I okay,
Mr.
you're saying it's
Rajnish
very
Kumar
easy. Can
has
I therefore
been a
ask
very-
you?
Mr. Rajnish Kumar, he's a very, very distinguished, respected person. In fact, I just happen to know him also. So therefore, I'm sure he will corroborate with my, assertion that money trail has to be immediately pinpointed. And the Honorable
Right.
Chief Minister makes a statement that within 24 hours I have recovered the money. So he should place full facts how the money came out and from whom he has recovered. Where is Enforcement Directorate
Okay.
doing? Where is ED? Where is ED? ED should come.
Okay.
At the top of a hat, they are
Okay,
going on, even for, in our, sorry, tell me. You see, what I'm trying to
I've
say,
heard, I've just got a minute. Sir, I've heard you carefully. You're saying it cannot just be wished away. It needs a complete accountability of those involved. I just want Rajnish Kumar to tell me very quickly, do you believe that the regulatory oversight systems in our banking system are strong enough? Or do you believe there are loopholes that still are exploited? A quick answer, Mr. Kumar.
Yeah, Mr. Bishwajit is again a good friend, but I can say with full conviction that RBI, it is impossible to detect a fraud like this. When they do, they come, they do look at your operational risk management, credit risk management, policy, processes, everything. But individual branch, if something is happening where the maker, checker, authorizer, everything has not
Right.
worked. RBI in 2022 said positive pay system. Any check above 5 lakh, it has to be pre-advised to the bank, and it is the bank's duty to verify and call that this check is genuine. And if they're not doing it,
So the buck stops with the bank. We've of course asked
and the
IDFC
customer,
First Bank for a full
and money has not
yeah,
been
and the
recovered.
okay, yes.
IDFC has
Yes,
paid
sir, but
in an
the
honorable
bank cannot
manner.
escape. The bank cannot escape responsibility, sir. Let's be very clear. No bank can
I am
escape
also very clear
responsibility
that
when a
bank
fraud of this
or
kind
bank
takes place.
employees cannot. But what I'm saying is bank has
Yes,
honorably honored it's paid, but it is not money recovered. Money would be recovered when it comes from the account of the fraudsters. Haryana government has got its money, it's
okay.
fine. And the
Right. I take your
mastermind of
point.
this fraud
I
needs to be
appreciate my guest. I've run out of time, so I appreciate my guest joining us, Rajnish Kumar and Bishwajit Bhattacharyya. I thank you very much. I'm sorry we couldn't get more time with you, but thank you very much for shedding light on that big story.